What is up, folks? It is Skewtuh. We are here in the 358s at Williams Grove. This is a disaster of a race, not for myself, but for the only other guy in here that's actually pretty quick. I qualify P2, he qualifies P1. It is really narrow and very, very slick. Especially in the feature, it gets really slick. The top split was stacked. Like I think the lowest guy that I saw was like a 3.5. That ended up over there. I think it was like a 4,000 split. So we ended up in the bottom one, which is, it depends on how you look at it. Yeah, we went down here to see if it was any good. There was a little bit of something to grab a hold of. But yeah, it's up top right now. As of right now, it's still up top. But yeah, we qualified P2. The guy that qualified P1, he was like, I got a 3.8 something, and he got a 2. So yeah, stick around and we shall return with the feature. Alrighty, we are back. I turned up the chat volume. I could not hear him at all in the replay, so I turned everything up and I turned everything down and I listened to what he was saying after the incident happens. He said, I think he said something that was a good, a new one, huh, George? Or a good one, huh, George? I didn't hear him, and when I race, I don't have chat on. It's distracting. I thought he was pushing me up a lot higher than he was. He was actually leaving me a little bit of room. He wanted the same real estate that I was in, which I understood. I wasn't gonna bitch about it or like, even if I did have chat, I wasn't going to start yelling at him or anything like that. Quit pushing me up. He just wanted the same spot that I was in. And we have a hell of a race. I don't think I would have ever gotten him. There might have been a chance, you know, but like the way he's running, like he's really protecting the corners right here. Like I can't. I know I'm faster than him going through the corner, but he's really parking the car, so I'm having to park the car, and then it kills my momentum. So he was running a really good race, a really smart race. He was making it very difficult, which I like that kind of stuff. Like you gotta figure it out on your own. Like little different lines, little bit of different exits, little different entries. Because the bottom is so narrow yet, and it's so. I mean, shit, we're only 3 laps in. I don't want to kill my left front on the bottom, on the wall yet. I'd rather do it late in the race, really pushing hard to get around him. But unfortunately, it doesn't last. I caught him with my right front. He kept saying that he said that I had wheel damage. Car didn't feel too bad. It was tight after this, like really tight. I couldn't hardly get, it was hard to get into the corner. But right there, he says, that was a good one, George, I think. I didn't think he was still back there, because like I was watching for these guys after this. Like I was really focusing on where they were. So I didn't look down at the relative, or yeah, whatever the hell that is down there. But I kept seeing blue in my peripheral, so I figured that he was done. So I didn't back up to him or anything like that. But then I looked down, I think it was right about here, I looked down and I was like, man, I was like, holy shit, he made it. It's like, I didn't think he was gonna make it through there. And I thought about backing up to him, and then I was like, I don't want to race with him, with these idiots. Then I didn't know how much damage he had. I assumed it was a ton, so I figured it's pointless. I'm gonna pass him again if he's got damage. And like I said, I really didn't want to be a part of it anymore. I just wanted to get it over with because these guys were sketchy to say the least. The 11, I understand. I'm not bitching. The way this track was a little bit much for somebody that hasn't really ran on the slick, because it's really bad. I mean, and it starts right here, and it's an ice rink. Like, if you don't have a good stance on the car, if you go into it just a little bit sideways or anything like that, trying to hit the bottom, you'll just spin out. Like, once I start running the bottom, I start letting off like right here, because it's an ice rink down there. But it makes it fun. It makes it difficult, but it also, like, in I think we were at 11:04. I think maybe 11:20. We were damn near into the one, like the straight up 1000s. So I didn't get anything out of this. I know I did. I got 61 out of this. It's the next one I don't get anything out of. But yeah, like, now I'm just trying to send it around this guy because he's running the middle. Then I like, okay. So I back way off because I don't know where he's going. I don't have a clue. Like, right here, he comes down and smacks us. I don't think he realized that I was there. I don't think he realized that I was even behind him, because he backs off, like, right away. As soon as I get underneath him and after he hits me, he backs off like it scared him. But then I see the 11 again, and now I'm really cautious. Because, yeah, and then I shit my pants. And then our poor buddy, I think he gets into it, but we'll take a look at his race to see how that all shaped out. The car that he kills, he hits the opening right here, and that's how he winds up in front of us. He hits the opening and spins out. And he tries to get out of the way. He just tries to get out of the way a little bit too, like, I can't say it's late because there's not a lot of time for him to respond to it after he hits the wall. Like, he's rolling backwards, like right now, as we're coming down the back stretch, he's rolling backwards. But yeah, see, I'm shutting it down so early, trying to hit that bottom. And it's fast, but it's the same. I was running 21.7s up top, and I think I was running 21.8s, 21.7s down here on the bottom. And I'm sure I could have gotten faster. I wasn't really trying to hit it like full on good. I mean, shit, I'm 10 seconds ahead of the second place car. And then this, which I don't have any, they don't mess with me, but I do race with this guy for a little while. But yeah, like, Jason, he parked it. I think he got into that 11 car again, because he was only like 3-4 seconds behind us, and now then after that he was 10. So I'm assuming he parked the car. And excuse me. So yeah, I mean, it was more like, it sucks that it was only 3 laps that I got to race with them, 3-4 laps, whatever it was. I think it would have been a good race, but it would have been a disaster for both of us, I think, if we were racing with each other and we came up onto everybody. I thought I made the wrong decision when we were trying to split that car that was in the fence. I thought he was still rolling down. My spotter kept saying, slow car down low, slow car down low, low. So I shut it down, and then I saw who it was, and then I really was like, okay, we're gonna go through here like a construction zone. But yeah, luckily nothing else crazy happens to us. The 2X was all we got out of this, I think, from hitting that guy. But it wasn't, it was a lot of fun to run the cushion like that. But the only thing I don't like about it is how difficult it is for the people that are still learning. Which, I mean, you've got to learn somehow. This is the only way you'll learn, is if you get thrown into it like this. But I don't know if this is what Williams Grove does for every split, and then the top split is just a complete and utter black mess that you have to navigate. I'm assuming that's probably how it is. I'm assuming this is probably the easy version of Williams Grove when it's slick. Which I hope I get into a top split, because I would like to see what it's like. I don't know. I don't know if they variate, if there's variations for each split. Like if top split one time has a nightmare of a track, if top split has a juiced up track, you know, I don't know if it's like that or not. I'm not that, I don't know the sim that well. This is my first season on this track with these cars, so everything's kind of new to me. I think there's only maybe a handful of tracks that I've actually raced before. Oswego, Charlotte. I think that's. I think I've ran the Grove well, I ran the Grove in limiteds. Port I've ran in 305s. But yeah, most of that's pretty much all I've ever really ran before I started racing again. So everything's kind of different for me. Learning the different lines and stuff like that is different for me too. So I see the cushion, and if it looks like it's got anything up there, I kind of want to run it, regardless, unless it's Lernerville. That's the only track where I'm like, you know, I don't like it up here. I don't think I want to run it, but I'll try it. I mean, I'm not afraid of it. It's just I suck at it. Here, I don't care. I'll run either one of the lines. The bottom, for me, is a little bit more challenging because the walls. But yeah, that was it. It was, we got our first 358 win. Unfortunately, the way it happened, but a win's a win. But I really hope he got himself a good race after this, because yeah, it was pretty shitty the way it happened. But yeah, stick around. We'll take a look at how his race turned out. It wasn't good, but yeah, we'll take a look at it. All right, so we're gonna watch it from his perspective. We're just gonna stick around with him and see. I wish I could clear the tear-offs, but I can't. But that was that. We'll go to the chase cam so we can actually see it. Okay, we'll just do chase cam from here on out. But yeah, he gets it a couple of times. He only makes, I think, 11 laps. But yeah, like I know he was trying to give me room, which I wish he wouldn't have. I wish he would have he just said wow. He was blinking pretty. Yeah, I think he said that's a new one for you, George, huh? But I couldn't hardly hear him, even in the replay. But like right now, I didn't realize he was still back there. But I think he gets it again from this gentleman. I moved to a new climate that's really, really dusty, and it's playing havoc on my lungs. But yeah, I think he gets it again from this gentleman. He's the same way as I am now when it comes to the lap cars. We don't run our optimal lines. We just run where they're not, and we hope that they get out of our way by the time we get there. But yeah, I felt bad for him. Yeah. I was wondering if he was going to barrel it in there. And I know every time I saw him, I was like, oh, we're going to be quarter throttle. And I know he's got front end damage. This is the 11. Get him again. Ooh, I would have peed a little bit. If I was Jason here, I would have pissed my pants. I know he gets it from him again. I think it's him that he gets it again. But yeah, look at how tight he was getting in. But he was able to find a pretty good line for himself, running right through the middle, and he was hanging with us. I think he was actually catching us. I don't know if I was letting off real early now because I kept seeing the lap cars. But yeah, it was an adventure for this poor fella. But now looking at his line, now I know like there is something through the middle, because he, like I said, he's keeping up with us. He's, you know, maybe a 1/10 or 2/10 slower than us, but he's also got wheel damage and a lot of it, and probably more than just the right front and left front. He's probably got some radiator shit going on with the car to where he's down on power. So it's really commendable that he lasted this long. It's unfortunate the way that it all shook out for him though. But yeah, like it was, maybe he runs 18 laps. I know it was something like he didn't run the whole race. The second time he gets into it with somebody, he parks it. Maybe it's this guy that he gets into it with. Yeah, I think so. Maybe not. I think he peed a little bit when you saw him. Oh shit, that was on him. I can't blame that on the 12, but the 12 was all over the shop. So, oh shit. Oh shit. Well, that's it for our poor pal here. Unfortunate, but yeah, I think he parks it after this. Yeah, maybe not. But anyway, I know he shuts her off. I think now it's just frustration. Oh, let's see if he gets it again. He's trying to stay out of the slick, but he's pinning this other guy down. Again, he probably can't keep the car straight, so. Yeah, his right front is pointed towards the wall. So he's having a time turning it. But I mean, he was in second place, so I understand the want. Oh, okay. I don't know. I blame that on the guy behind him. Oh, yeah. I think he was just about to DQ. But yeah, that was it for our pal there. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and have a great evening.